So if he's off, that means he was supposed to be off of the page. Period. Yeah.
Try the best, be patient and forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we are back with Two Simmers family. I'm Deborah and
my name is Nelson. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you all. Maybe you can start with the topic.
It's been a long time since you guys seen updates on our channel, and today we thought of giving you something new and something very special. So we're gonna be talking about patience, you would like to define what patience is, and
let me ask you, what's the patience? What's patience? To those who doesn't know.
Okay, patience is actually when you tolerate or accept a delay. You know, when you're in that process of waiting and then you accept it, you don't become anxious because you're waiting. You don't become frustrated, but you accept and tolerate it and still be yourself. You know, so that process of waiting is what is called patience, right? Yeah. And today we would talk about patience in a relationship. Yeah.
Is it going to be just in a relationship or in a distance relationship?
Yeah, patience. When we talk about patience, we're going to talk about patience in a long distance relationship and also relationships where two partners are physically present.
Okay.
So, and we'll go in depth today to talk about patience. Do you have any comment? Do you want to say something about patience?
Yeah, as you said, it's a delay of something, right? So I'll say in a distance relationship, one thing that I'll talk about is good to have a goal, right? Both couple to have a goal so they can know, fix their mind that, you know what, we are doing this. Then it helps two people to wait, kind of focus. You know that at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, I'm going to get this, right? So it helps you in that way of being patient. You're being patient, knowing that you're going to reach this level. You're going to get this thing that you really, really wanted. That's all I'll talk about.
Yeah.
So in a distant relationship, it's good for two people to have goals so they can be able to wait. You understand? They can be able to just hold each other, knowing that, you know what, let's be patient for this stuff here, for this thing here that we're going to get very soon.
Yeah, you've made really a very significant point there, and I think you've mentioned some things that are really, really important for people to know. We've been in a long distance relationship for almost 3.5 years, going to 4 years, and thank God now we are no more gonna be in a long distance because everything works for good. So when you talk about patience and goals, you know, there is a correlation between goals and patience. When you're in a long distance, you know, today people are in a long distance and we have we have social media, we have different ways to cut this distance.
Yeah.
It's not like before. People didn't have phones, people didn't have social media. So when you have internet, you and your partner can always communicate. You build up your communication. Yeah, building a communication is good. So when you build a communication, you should also try to set goals, because when you have goals, at least goals it's a motivation.
Yeah.
Because when you set a goal and this year we're gonna do this and this, it makes you feel like there's no distance because you have a common goal. You're working towards one thing together. So it removes this idea my partner is far and how am I gonna do this and stuff. So make sure you have very, very productive communication, not just communication, how are you doing, are you fine, good night, that gets boring. Talk about what do you want to do in the next 2 weeks, what do you want to do in this month, what do you want to do in the next 6 months or in a year, So it's very, very important to set goals, especially if you wanna. It's a way of having patience. It will help you tolerate the distance because you have a common goal, like my wife said. And now when we talk about couples living together, right? couples that are living together, we talk about patience in terms of in terms of tolerating your partner's behavior, right? So you may have a partner who has a certain behavior that you don't like, and you need to have patience. You can tell your partner, oh, I don't like this behavior, and he still does the same thing the next day. You know, when someone is changed, every change is a process. So a change doesn't happen overnight. So it's very important that you are patient when your partner is having a certain behavior, or there's something in your relationship. Maybe you guys are broke, you're financially, you're not financially stable, all this kind of thing. You need to be patient. You need to accept and tolerate the delay, and it's a very, very it's a very, very important thing. And yeah, you have something to add?
No, yeah, I had something to say. I wanted to say that yes, like he mentioned that people have to be patient, because when new people meet and start living together, you may find some behaviors that maybe I don't like, maybe he doesn't like, right? So it's good to talk about it as well, right? I know that women, we tend to keep it, in ourselves and then we cannot argue about it, or we keep quiet to a moody or something like that. But I think it's very, very important for both of you to talk about it. I mean, talk about it, because when you talk about it, it helps you to not think, right? Because we women, we tend to keep quiet and think about it, think and rethink about something that doesn't have an answer, or we can't even get a solution, because it's just us, we're talking with ourselves, right? So it's good, involve your partner. I know there's some things that you think you can't even start to, you won't say it out loud, right? But trust me, saying it out loud is good, because it helps you to stop thinking. Maybe you may think of wrong things that are not there. Maybe it's not something that you really, really do, right? So it's very important to talk to your partner. Tell them, yeah, I don't like this behavior. I don't like when you do this, or I don't like the way you behave. I don't like that. Be clear with what you don't like. Understand? That helps, that communication, it helps it a lot. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, and when you tell your partner these things that you don't like, then you also need to have the patience to wait, to see, to observe and help your partner towards that change.
Yeah, it's
because
not,
some behaviors are engraved in us, and it takes time to change. So you need that patience to wait and see your partner change. You shouldn't put your partner in pressure. Oh, I told you, let's say your partner drinks alcohol, right? And you tell your partner, no, I don't want you to drink alcohol, or he smokes. Don't expect him to stop right away, right? So you have to have that patience. You guide him slowly. Of course, it can reach a point where it gets frustrating, and now that's the point where now you may resort to prayer. You may resort to other options, prayer, or seeking counseling from people, marriage counselors and stuff. Yeah, but having patience is very good, and patience is actually very, very hard. And the easiest way to get, if you're not patient, you can pray. If you're a religious person, you can pray to God to help you learn how to be patient, and slowly you see, you start to learn how to be patient.
Another thing I would advise ladies or women, or someone in a relationship, when you're upset, take a piece of paper and take a pen and write down your thoughts. Write, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that. I've been doing that for many times. I know my husband doesn't know, but yeah, sometimes I'm upset. Maybe we talk on phone and I'm not happy. So one way than talking to myself like blah 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 in my mind, because when I talk in my head, I feel at the end I'm stressed, like I have a lot of stuff in my heart. So now when I know that he's not here, or maybe I don't know, I don't like to talk to anybody or anything, my piece of paper and my pen, I write all those things there. So I'll see them visually, like with my eyes. I'll see, these are the things, right? So it helps me to clear my mind. I know that the next time I'll talk to him, I'll even be better. I'll talk better. I'll say things more good, right? Than the way I would have said earlier before me writing on my paper. So it's very good. Try to write your thoughts or things that you don't like on paper. Then it will help you. And be patient. Don't expect them to change quick. And I'm sure you can't change. You can't sleep and wake up and be better than yesterday. You know, it's a process. You work on it, and then eventually it will be okay. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's the way you manage.
That's where I manage.
Your stress, right?
My stress. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, other people may have different ways.
Yes.
You can go take a walk.
Fresh
You
air.
can take your personal time. You know, you can go to the gym. You can do other things that will keep you busy. And just something to add. If you are in a long distance, learn to keep yourself busy.
Exactly.
You know, don't always think, when am I going to live with he? Of course, it's normal to think that way, but don't put that pressure on you that I need to leave my partner now. You know, you feel weak. You feel like you don't want to do anything. You feel stressed. So keep yourself busy. Read books. Do things together. Maybe choose a series, watch together, talk about it. You know, you see time keeps on moving until one day you'll be together. And that also applies with partners that are living together. You know, try to do things together. It's a way of building a bond. You know, doing activities together is very, very important. It will teach you how to also, you know, adapt to certain behaviors, tolerate certain behaviors, you know, learn about each other, you know, and to build a bond. So that's all I had to say for today.
Yeah, that's
And you?
Yeah, that's it.
So thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with us for this discussion. Hopefully you subscribe, and if you have questions, if you want to engage with us, you can always go to the comment section. If you want to subscribe, you feel we are blessing you, you can subscribe. And big up to the only and one and only behind the camera, Rachel Kiss.
Hi guys, I have a question before you guys end because I'm not gonna comment.
Okay.
So, do you guys think the relationship help, like, with the patient helps have like a big part in relationship, or this like a one of the?
Yes.
He has a big part.
Yes. So our woman behind the camera asks that, is patience something very important in a relationship? Yes, actually, it's the most important thing in a relationship.
So we have to focus on it too.
Yes.
I mean, it's naturally you need to wait for something. It's like you're right. Like, let's say you're going to school, right? The semester is starting, right? And you have books and a lot of stuff. All right. It takes commitment, patience to be able to finish. All right. You can't tell me that I'm just going to do it anyway. Understand? And you don't have any goals, like you don't want to get anything at the end, right? You can't do something, you can't just do something in vain. So what I would say that in everyday life, we practice patience, but without knowing that we are doing it. You understand? And another thing, when we start to realize that we are practicing patience, it's when we're in a situation. When you're in a situation, then that's the time you say, okay, I decide to do this. All right, and I'm going to do it until I see the result. Right? When you decide to do that, then you start to practicing patience. When you think like your mind is on it. You're like, I am going to be patient in order to get this. All right, but in everyday life, in a daily life, we practice patience. Yes, but now what makes it hard is because now our mind is on it. We are thinking, you know what, I have to get this thing. All right, that's when it gets harder because you are trying to focus and put your mind into it so that you can get what you want to get. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, when there is a sickness called anxiety, and anxiety is a result of lack of patience, nothing else. When you expecting something so much, like honestly, I wouldn't say I'm the best in patience because I have a problem. Like if I know I'm gonna travel, like I get anxious. You know, I keep thinking about the journey. I can't do anything else. Like things that I don't do. I can just sit the whole day thinking about the journey. You know, so that's anxious because I'm lacking patience, right? So if you're in a relationship and you are someone who doesn't have patience, because a relationship is a journey, you know, and you're gonna meet a person that is not your brother or sister. someone from a totally different culture, different behavior. So when you live together, you must have patience, because what brings you together is love, but there are many other things that you're gonna be seeing every day that will surprise you.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Secondly, partners want to have children, for example. Not every partner gets a child
Right
quicker.
away,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some partners wait 6 months, some partners 2 months, some partners 1 year, and that needs patience. I have seen people divorce if maybe one of the partner doesn't have a child. They don't get a child quicker, the expected time. They divorce because they're not patient. But what if you stayed and then you had the child? So when you don't have patience, you will lose a lot of nice things, in your life. So,
Yeah.
and if you don't have patience, you have anxiety, and anxiety will lead to depression. Simple. And then also, people have been in a relationship, they've had a breakup, and the fact that they have lost someone they loved, they end up having depression. Why do they have a depression? Because they feel they cannot get someone else.
Like
they
them.
lose the patience of saying,
Yeah.
if I got this one, I can wait and I'll get a better one. And then that's why people resort, they end up having depression, because I broke up with someone I love, now he's out of my life, will I ever get someone like him? You start thinking, you get anxious and depression. But if you're patient in life, yes, a breakup is painful, of course you think about it, but the fact that you want to wait for another new person and don't rush into toxic relationship,
Let me just say
is also
something.
very important.
Yes, I would say that whoever got in a situation like you break up with your partner, alright, you break up with your partner, just know that if it was for you, that guy would have been there. So if he's off, that means he was supposed to be off of the page.
Period.
Alright, that's it. Alright,
Done.
he's off, and probably you're going to get a better one. Yeah. You can't say that that guy was good, he was doing this, no, he's gone, he's out of the page. That means you're going to get a better one. Now fix your mind to the future, in the future.
Next chapter.
Exactly. Open new page. All right, forget about that person, because he's not there.
Of course, it's not easy
Yeah.
to forget. We shouldn't say forget.
Try
it sounds
to-
easy,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Try the best, be patient and forget.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all of that come back to what? Patience.
Patient,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my question.
Thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe.
And
Don't forget
like.
to like, and don't forget to comment if you have questions. So thank you so much, and thank you, the woman behind the camera, for the question and
yeah.
your time and everything. So
All
bye bye.
right. Love
Take
you,
care.
bye.
Ciao.